Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Cait. I'm a part-time master's student who also balances working full-time at Google. I get asked a fair bit about how I balance working full-time as a legal compliance professional as well as a part-time master's student in literature and arts at Oxford University. And I always thought I couldn't really answer this question because compared to the massive productivity space that we see on YouTube and social media, I always thought that my practices kind of fell short of that. But I have come to realize that my tips are more realistic, so I thought I would share what my top tips are for balancing a full-time job and part-time studying and everything else in between. Having said that, however, I should preface this to say that everyone has their own ways of managing their time and priorities, and these are just the ones that work for me and my lifestyle specifically. Hopefully you find some inspiration in them and they work for you. My first tip is time management. I know, shock horror, but I have multiple calendars, my work calendar, my university calendar, and my personal/accepted calendar. So what I like to do at the start of each week is to combine all my calendars into my paper calendar in my planner. This helps me to make sure I have no conflicts, and it also helps me to determine the space where I can time block for work-specific tasks, as well as specific times when I can focus on studies and master's research. I'm quite flexible with my time, so where I may need to put in more hours for studying or research, then I might end up setting up some early morning study sessions to focus on those tasks without the distractions. I'm also not very strict with my time blocks because there are days when I need to prioritize my work versus my research, but I am determined to tick off all the major tasks on my to-do list each week, which I have in my weekly page planner. All this to say that I do believe that consolidating your time and looking at it on a week-to-week basis or a month-to-month basis is incredibly helpful to see where you have space to slot in your tasks and prioritize what needs to be prioritized. It's very helpful for me to use a physical planner for this so that I can visualize the space a lot better. But I do know some people that manage to do this with electronic planners or electronic calendars and time block in that way. As I say, I'm not very strict on time blocking because I feel that it's necessary to be flexible to accommodate any urgent priority tasks that come down the line. My second tip is to utilize note-taking apps. My limited study time requires me to be very focused when I'm reading and taking in my readings and making as many connections across different topics as I can. My master's is an interdisciplinary master's, and so I need to be able to make those connections across different aspects of literature and art. And I have been using Scrintal for the last couple of months, and a big thank you to Scrintal for sponsoring this part of the video. Scrintal is an app that helps you convert ideas into structured knowledge, something I desperately need in my master's. It empowers the connecting of ideas visually, thereby simplifying complex thoughts. So at the moment, I am preparing for my upcoming Hillary residence in Oxford, which is in February. So I've created boards for each of my seminars. So as I go through my readings and my notes in Notion and Goodreads, I pull these ideas and connected thoughts into my seminar boards. This app is so helpful for me to identify these links across different areas, which will help to inform me when it comes to my research papers. As you may know, I use Scrintal to help formulate and write my arguments for my first research paper, and I'll leave a link to that video up in the corner. It really helped me so much to identify a more succinct and clear structure for my research. If you would like to try out Scrintal for yourself, and I guarantee you would not regret it, then please go ahead and use the link in the description box below. I have a discount code, CAIT, C-A-I-T, which provides a 10% discount, which is valid for the next 4 weeks only, so definitely take a look at Scrintal for your various projects. While I use it to organize topics and plan my writing and my notes, Scrintal can also be used to brainstorm ideas with groups of collaborators, design projects and manage projects at a glance, outline topics to study for exams, plan courses, lessons, and design research, and prepare concept pitches and present findings. Thank you again to Scrintal for continuing to work with me and for sponsoring this part of the video. They truly are an amazing company. The third tip, and honestly this is possibly the most important tip, and I probably should have said this first, but the tip is to make time for yourself. So often in this space we are shown productivity being misleading. The pressure to take on so much and perform well is overwhelming on social media, and I have succumbed to it so often and ended up burning myself out so fast. One thing I have learned is that it takes twice as long to recover from burnout as it would take for you to just stop and rest. For me, with everything going on between work and study deadlines, I make sure to listen to my body and focus on what I need then and there. No matter what, however, on Friday nights, I take off. I finish work and spend the evening disconnecting and doing things that relax me, either hanging out with friends, playing a video game, or watching TV. My weekends are for spending time with my family, but I know that sometimes things flow over into the weekends, and so I'm more flexible on the weekends depending on what priorities need addressing. So I suppose essentially my tip here is to find a set time in your week and block that time out just for you. This could be daily or weekly, but I think it's better to make sure that it is at least weekly. Resetting yourself helps you to tackle anything that comes your way. But another thing I will say in this space is that it is okay to push things back. Say no, shift meetings, ask for extensions. Focusing on you and your well-being should always come first, and make time for you. My fourth tip is to body double. For those who don't know, body doubling is a productivity strategy used by individuals to finish tasks while having another person beside them. This person is the body double. The presence of the body double means that you are more likely to keep focused on the task at hand and reduce potential distractions. For me, this is particularly important as a distance learning student whose cohort is scattered across the world. Nevertheless, being a part of Accepted Society has been an absolute godsend for me. Accepted Society is a membership-based platform where study sessions are held every single day across multiple time zones. These study sessions are run using a Pomodoro timer, which is so helpful to break up the study sessions and plan out tasks. With multiple people on a session at the same time, I can tell you I feel so conscious every time I pick up my phone to check TikTok or Instagram. Accepted Society also offers monthly planning sessions, writing groups, a variety of forums for academics to share their thoughts, ideas, opportunities, or questions, and every year members are invited to the Accepted Symposium. If you would like to join Accepted Society and utilize body doubling as a tip, I will leave an invite link in the description box below. My fifth and final tip is to silence notifications on your phone. This is pretty self-explanatory, but silencing your notifications on your phone, turning off your phone, or even placing it in another room will help you focus on the tasks at hand. More specifically, I'm going to include emails in this. Close your emails on your laptop or your computer and restrict your access to them until your breaks. Being in the tech industry means that I get a lot of emails during the day and after work, and the constant ping that comes from getting emails just increases anxiety for me. What I've learned is that if you restrict looking to your emails at certain points throughout the day, you will reduce the anxiety that is placed on you every time you get a notification or a ping for an email that you feel might require a response straight away. But silencing your emails and not feeling that anxiety-induced pressure whenever an email comes through to respond to it straight away and tackle that task straight away helps me to really plan out what tasks are important, what to prioritize, and what can wait until I have the time to do it. That's all. I hope you have found this video helpful in some way, shape, or form. And if you have any other productivity tips, please leave them in the comments below. And please, 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 please like and subscribe to my channel so I can continue making videos like this of my rather unusual academic journey as a part-time master's student while working full-time as a tech employee. Thanks everyone. Bye.